What's up, Mom?
Hi,
How's
Mom.
it going, Mother? Welcome back to another episode of Dual Wellness, the show where a mother and her son discuss wellness.
And what are our names?
Her name is Camille. My name is Max.
Yes.
And today we're going to be discussing... Okay, so today we're going to be talking about our routines and how long it took us to get to our current ones. A lot of times...
To get comfortable with it, right?
Yeah, to get comfortable with it. We presented our routines, our habits, these challenges in a sense where it's very simple. It's kind of like one of us walks up to each other and it's like, hey, you want to completely change your life? You want to just do this whole massive routine that shifts around your daily schedule?
That's not how it happened.
Not that simple.
No.
That's not how it happened.
No.
At all. So a brief history for me personally, how I even got to this point is, I mean, I don't even know how many times I have gotten with one of my friends or just by myself and been like, I'm going to Planet Fitness, which is a string of gyms, like commercialized gyms. I'm going to Planet Fitness and I'm really going to do this. And that lasts for 2 months because I go in there, I don't have a strict routine, I don't record my workouts, I don't even know what my goal is. I'm like,
You just kind of jackass around.
Yeah, I should
on the
probably
machine.
do some cardio. Oh, I
Yeah.
want big arms. That's an arm machine. I guess I'll do that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And you just do whatever, right? And you're like, cool. I went here for 30 minutes. Doesn't matter how hard I worked out.
I did it.
I did it. And I'm gonna go home and whatever. Doesn't matter. I did that over and over and over again.
And you didn't see any progress,
I didn't see any progress because I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what my goal was. I didn't know what I was progressing towards. So I didn't make a plan towards that goal, how to achieve that.
Right.
And so I would work out at home. I would do all these different things. And so eventually I hit this point where I was like, well, if I'm going to do this, I have to actually dedicate a portion of my energy to this. This isn't just a whatever. This is a large part of my life. This is going to be an hour of my day every day, pretty much. This takes a lot of energy and attention and care. Like any creative process. I mean, I am still creating something, right? I'm creating a different version of myself.
Yep.
So it's a long process and it takes a while. And
How long has it taken you, do you feel?
4 years of just like 4 or 5 years of just on and off and
No, okay, so let's take out the off because you had more.
I have
since committing.
I have seriously committed for about a year and 2 months now, about 14 months, and even then I had periods where I didn't go to the gym. I was just like, I'm gonna work out at home instead.
Which was fine because you were still, you were still
tried,
very committed.
But I would shift my routine around it so much. I would get bored in the gym, and I would say after 2 months of doing a routine, I'd be like, oh, I want to try this. Mm-hmm. So I did a push-pull legs, and then I did upper-lower, then I did a full body split, and then I'm back to push-pull legs. And I would just jump around all these different routines, and what that really does is it just hinders your progress massively. You don't see that progressive overload of going up in weights, going up in size, going up in reps. You can't measure that. It's impossible because you're shifting around.
I think that what's important and I think that the moral of the story is that it takes whatever it is that you decide to do as far as your fitness is concerned. If you have to have a defined goal. Mm-hmm. You have to have a defined goal, and then you have to have a routine. A routine is really and it can be anything. It can be anything. That's why Couch to 5K is so popular.
Right.
That is exactly why Couch to 5K is so popular and such a good program, is because it is a set routine. It is a measurable. That's the other thing that you did, because before, when you were doing it before, you weren't measuring.
And not only was I not measuring, it's also I feel like people get, me included, you get this idea. when you start working out, you make a routine, right? And that routine is insane. It's so hard. It's like I'm gonna run 2 miles a day. I'm gonna do all of this, like I'm gonna run 2 miles a day. I'm gonna do 100 push-ups. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do
you
all
feel
this
like you set yourself up for failure?
You set yourself up for failure, and it's just what I would recommend from all my experiences is keep it very simple.
Yep.
And listen to a simple routine. A lot of routines tell you when you work out, start out with a 5-minute walk on the treadmill. Don't really run or anything. Just do a light walk. Do your compound movements first, and then hit your specific muscle groups afterwards with isolated exercises.
Now, what's a compound movement?
A compound movement is something that activates multiple like large muscle groups. So that's going to be like a deadlift, a squat, like a pull-up, anything like that, like a large athletic movement.
Where you're going to need a lot of energy.
Yeah, like
because
cleans and snatches, Olympic lifts.
Do those in the beginning.
Do those in the beginning, and then target your small muscle groups at the end if you want to,
What's an example of small muscle groups?
Or not just a small muscle group, but isolated muscle groups. So you could do an isolation exercise for like your biceps or your triceps, or specifically your quads or your abs, and a lot of those are machines or curls or something along those lines. Do those to end your exercise out. Have like a burnout exercise, and then do your cardio afterwards if you're going to do cardio,
yeah.
And then record those exercises, and keeping them that simple, and keeping it on that specific of a routine, and really measuring it is where you will then start to see progress. And I think that's what I've really learned, and it's a very important thing. Where are you at right now with that?
I am. So that is, it's interesting because that is actually something that I've been struggling with lately. Everything I've got the cardio thing down pat, but it did take making the resolution because I definitely stopped doing any type of lifting or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So I had definitely stopped doing that. I'm also a big believer in keeping it simple. If I keep it simple, then I'll do it.
Right.
So like the routine I have now is I do approximately 5 exercises for X amount of reps 3 times.
Yep.
Very little rest. I don't do like, a 2-minute rest between each set or anything like that. It's, I just do exercise, done with the set, exercise, done with the set. If I keep it simple, lift heavy, do that, keep it like that, I can do it.
Yeah.
Now see, I would struggle with doing what you do now as far as the working out at the gym for an hour and a half, everything. That to me is too much.
Right.
Right now, I'm not in that headspace. Will I maybe get there? I don't know. Maybe at some point. It really depends on what point, what point you are at in your life.
Right. But I want to say also with my routine, I'm there for an hour and a half or so, but the thing is with rest times in particular, I don't have a set rest timer or anything, and I don't try and really quickly burn out my muscles or anything along those lines. If you're pushing yourself near failure in each of your sets, rest as long as you need until you feel ready to really push yourself to the next set.
Yes.
You don't. And again, I think that goes into having a plan as to what you want to achieve with your specific, with your body and with the way that you approach fitness.
And that makes sense, because where I am right now is what I wanted to achieve. With what I'm doing now is, of course, I wanted to increase my strength, but the main thing I wanted to achieve is to get back into a routine.
Right.
That's the main thing I wanted to
set a simple routine up and just stick to that, and then build on it from there.
Yep.
It's a lot like drawing or painting or something along those lines, where you learn how to do the base outline first, and then once you get good at that, then you can start adding in other things like shading and colors and all this other stuff. The better you get at it, the more complicated you can make it, and the easier it is for you to stick to that more complicated routine.
Well, like I said, moral of the story is keep it as simple as you can.
Yeah.
Keep it as, especially in the beginning. Take as long a time as you need to set up a routine. Max took, 14 months to get solid.
Long process.
I've taken, let's see, 35 years.
Right.
So
yeah, and mine will change too. It probably will.
Yeah.
I'll change and move around what I like and want to do. Maybe I'll end up doing CrossFit one year. So, like I was saying, maybe I'll end up doing CrossFit someday. Maybe I'll keep doing calisthenics. Maybe I want to run a marathon or something like that. And I train to achieve that goal. I don't do it all because that's just not possible.
No. It's the important thing is when you start a routine, don't try to do everything. Don't try to train to look like you have, a body composition, to redo your body composition, but also train for a 10K at the same time.
Right.
Don't do it. You honestly, you will, if you can do it, sweet.
Very impressive.
Props to you.
Yeah, like a David Goggins type deal, but
yeah.
Not everybody has that drive. So if you don't, that's okay.
If you don't know who David Goggins is, go look him up. He's a freak of nature. I enjoy him. I enjoy David Goggins. I really, really do. However, I would never
be able to.
I wouldn't aspire to. I wouldn't want to. No way.
It's a lot.
He's insane, but he is very motivating to a lot of people. He is.
It is crazy. So.
Yeah, but he's very, very motivating to a lot of people, and that's what he tries to do. Is he wants to get you motivated.
Exactly.
Anyways, we digress.
So yeah, I wanted to keep it quick, kind of just give you our perspectives on how long it takes and what it takes to develop.
It takes as long as it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How we developed our routines, how we got to the point where we are. We're doing all these challenges and stuff like that. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Let us know if your opinions on this. How long, if you feel like discussing it. Obviously, if you're comfortable with it. How long it's taken you to get to where you're at now, and what really finally pushed you to get where you're at now, and maybe your routine, what you do.
Yep.
So discuss it in the comments below with us. We'd love to hear from you. Like, subscribe, all those great things. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.
Bye, friends.
Everyone.